Good morning. Happy Saturday. As you probably know, I did not upload a weigh-in video yesterday, Friday. That was because I just was returning late Thursday from my trip to Phoenix and did not want to get up early to weigh in. That's the honest truth. And in addition, I wanted to give myself an extra day to get some of that travel bloat off before I weighed in. So it is now Saturday morning. It is 6:30 a.m. I just pulled into my WW workshop. So I'm going to go in and weigh in and stay for the meeting. But before I go in, I wanted to talk a little bit about my week this last week. As you know, I was traveling to Phoenix. I actually flew out on Tuesday and came back on Thursday. I had a great trip. The training was so good. Like one of the best trainings that I've been to with this company. I went with Lisa, our marketing director, so that was really fun as well. It was actually really good to travel with her. We had a lot of fun. We went out for dinner every night. We went to the premium outlet malls. We stopped by Michael Kors and I got a new wallet because I do have a Michael Kors purse. So it was really fun, but the food choices that we made, not good. Like I said, we ate out every night. We had dessert every night. We actually ended up going to Sprinkles Cupcakes one night. And then there's this world famous ice cream sandwich place in Millwood in Phoenix. So we went there, but we walked a lot, of course, with all the shopping. So it was really fun, but the food was definitely a challenge. Again, traveling with someone else, it's hard. It's hard to make good food choices when you're pretty limited to A, where you're eating, and at training, B, what you're eating. Lunch was provided. So I don't know how weigh-in's going to go because on top of all of that, it's Shark Week. Shark Week. Of course, why wouldn't it be when I'm traveling? That always happens to me. Now, I am at the tail end of it, so hopefully that doesn't have as much of an impact on my weight. As you also know, I really wanted to hit my 20 pounds lost. I don't think it's going to happen this week with the traveling and the Shark Week, but I will be thrilled if I maintain. And if I gain, please, I don't want to gain very much because then I can definitely hit that 20 pounds lost this next week. I am not having a splurge day today. I'm going to stay on track just because I did overindulge this last week. And again, I really want to hit my 20 pounds. So I'm going to head into my meeting. Let's see what the scale says. I hope it's nice to me. And I'll be back with the weigh-in update and a meeting recap. See you soon. I just finished up with my WW workshop. Great topic. It's funny. The topic we discussed was moving more. And I've actually been thinking about that a lot over the last couple of weeks because as you saw, it is winter and snowy here. So walking outside is my all-time favorite thing to do. But unfortunately in the winter, it's incredibly hard to do because it's icy, it's cold. Nobody wants to be outside walking in the winter. So I've been thinking we are moving offices for work and they are canceling our Culligan water machine. So I've been thinking, well, that's bad, but that's good because then I will just walk every day, several times a day. I do fill up my water bottle several times a day. So I'm going to have to walk about a block each way in order to fill up my water at the main facility on campus. So if I'm doing that, say 5 times a day, I'm walking 10 blocks, which is almost a mile, just to get water during the day. So this topic was so perfect because I've actually been thinking about making sure that I'm doing that once we move into our new house for work. So it's going to be perfect. I'll be able to walk more to fill up my water. So my first instinct of being disappointed that we don't have a Culligan quickly went away, knowing that I could use that for exercise, for movement. So that was one thing. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the topic in addition to what I've been thinking about and how this topic related back to me. So as you know, movement is an important part of losing weight. And there are 2 types of movement that WW recognizes. Number 1 is planned movement. So this is when you pack a gym bag and you put it in your car and you drive yourself to the gym, or you put on your sneakers and you walk outside, or you pack a water bottle, a snack, some sneakers, and you head out and take a hike. Those are planned forms of movement. That's what a lot of us do. We have gym classes, we have gyms, we have workouts that we plan to do, which are great, which are absolutely phenomenal. And those are the movements that we do on a regular basis because they're planned. But there's also other types of movement, and this is the part that I loved, that are called sneak movements or sneak attacks when it comes to moving. And those are those things that you didn't plan. So for example, me walking several blocks to fill up my water during the day. Or here's another one that I'm going to incorporate, and that's when you're on a call and you have a long-winded person on the phone. Walk around. Walk around your office, walk around the floor of your building, literally lap your office, and you'd be amazed at how many steps that you can get in just for doing some walking while you're on the phone. Make sure you're taking the stairs rather than the elevator. When you're going to go to the restroom, take the restroom on a different floor. When you're going to take a break for lunch, use the stairs. Walk an extra lap. Take the long way to the break room. All of those ways are good ways to sneak in activity. So double whammy, you plan some activity and you sneak some additional activity in, and voila, you, my friends, have a great workout, which should help increase your loss on the scale. I loved that. I love the idea of sneaking in activity. WW recommends that you try to sneak in or plan in 2 forms of activity daily. So maybe you plan to go to the gym after work, but while you're at work, you took the stairs or you used a restroom on a different floor. So you have a sneak and you have a planned. And that way you're really getting in that activity, but you don't feel like you have to spend hours and hours in the gym. You're just incorporating activity into your daily routines. Another thing I've heard a lot about is house walking. Walk your house. If you have stairs in your house, make a plan to go up and down those 10 times. Or walk around the perimeter of your house, or if it's nice outside, walk your yard. Do things that just add that little bit of activity in, and just that little bit of difference can definitely make a huge difference in your weight loss and your physical activity and your physical endurance. So I absolutely loved the topic. It's definitely something that I've been thinking a lot about as we are moving into spring. I myself definitely need to start incorporating more activity. So this was a perfect topic. I'm starting the walking on the phone. I'm starting the walking extra steps at work. And then I'm going to incorporate planned activity as well once the weather just gets a little bit nicer. So absolutely, positively love the topic. So now let's move into my weigh-in. As I mentioned, with all of the traveling and not making necessarily the best food choices, I was a little bit nervous to hop on the scale. As you know, I wanted to maintain, or if I did gain, I definitely didn't want it to be a pound or 2 or 3 that derails me from my ultimate goal of hitting my 20 pounds loss. So when I hopped on the scale today, I was up 0.2. I am A-okay, thrilled, excited about 0.2. So it did not derail me very much. I feel very fortunate. In fact, I feel like it's somewhat undeserved that I actually did deserve to gain a little bit more with my eating choices this week, as well as the wrapping up of Shark Week, but I'm going to take it. So that leaves me a total loss of 19.6 pounds, which is amazing, which is only 0.4 away from my 20-pound mark. So with that being said, like I mentioned, there is no splurge day today. I am not going to use my weeklies because if I have to stress the importance of hitting that 20 pounds next week, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. That's incorporating extra movement. That's just really watching what I'm eating, drinking a lot of water, because I really want to hit my 20 pounds next week. And then from there, it's the 25 pound, which gets me the 25 pound charm. So I have goals, guys. I have goals. So I am going to be on my best behavior food-wise this week, drinking that water so that I can hit my 20 pounds lost next week. I cannot wait. So I am going to really focus this week because hitting that 20 pounds is definitely my big goal for next week's weigh-in. So let's do this, guys. Let's do this as a team. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to welcome you. I do weigh in once a week and do a recap of both the WW workshop topic as well as my weigh-in results. Make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. I'd love it if you'd give my video a thumbs up. Comment below. I'd love to hear how your weigh-in went. What were your non-scale victories? How did your week go in general? So make sure that you leave that down in the comments below. Of course, I'm going to insert a clip of the meal on the back of the weekly, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye.